Mohammad Siraj gave India the important wicket of Usman Khwaja on the fourth day of the Perth Test. Steve Smith has now been joined by Travis Head at the crease as 4 down. Australia are in a desperate need of a stable partnership. On the other hand, India bowlers are eyeing some quick wickets to bundle out the hosts at the earliest. India are 7 wickets away from winning the Perth Test against Australia and taking a commanding 1-0 lead in the 5-match series. Set to chase an improbable target of 534, Australia were reduced to 12 for 3 at the end of stumps on day 3 by the visitors. DD India's Narayan Singh joins us now from Delhi. Narayan, how close is India to a historic victory in the Perth Test?
It's a mountain to climb for the Australian team right now. The things as they are in the Perth Test, and we know that chasing a target of more than 500 in any Test match definitely is going to be a Herculean task for any team. And the kind of performance Indian batsmen, especially young Jasprit Jaiswal, performed, and after that Virat Kohli. And we know that there were questions over the form of the Virat Kohli, and even before the start of the series, the various players, especially the Ricky Ponting, pointed out that a person with such figure can't play the international cricket. And we know that the Virat Kohli don't have any century in the only 2 centuries in the past 5 years in the Test cricket, and now again he has scored a century at the Perth ground. And 2018 to here he scored a century, but it was on a losing course. But this time around, the India is in complete domination, and kudos to Yashasvi Jaiswal, the kind of inning he played. In the first inning, he was out for 0. And before that, in the series against the New Zealand also, the figures were not looking good. But here, first time playing in the Australian condition, and in the first inning, out for a duck, and in the second inning, playing a fantastic knock against one of the fearsome bowling attack in the world, and that is in Perth. We know that Australia has a perfect record in the Perth, and at this stadium, the newly built Optus Stadium, where they have played 4 matches and winning all the 4 matches. And this time around, we know that it's an impossible task for Australia to win the match, because of scoring and winning and chasing a big target like this is impossible. And we also know that India is coming to this series after being first time whitewashed in a 3-match series that was against New Zealand, and they were low on confidence. Question was asked about their performance, but in the absence of the key player, we know that Rohit Sharma is not there, and also Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin has also been benched for this match. So we should also praise the selectors, the management, the BCCI, and the coach Gautam Gambhir, also the kind of courage they showed here, and brought players like Nitish Kumar Reddy and Harshit Rana. They too played important knocks here for the Indian team. So all in all, it's going to be a big win, considering the fact that the World Test Championship points are also on the line, and India at least needs to win 4 Test matches. This is a 5-match Test series. If India wins 4 Test matches in Australia, which is like an unimaginable thing in modern day cricket, to win 5 matches in Australia, 4 matches at least, for 5 from the 4. So we are hoping that the kind of performance they have delivered here, if they win the first Test match, definitely their tempo will be high. They will be high on confidence, and definitely in the past they have done. They won 2 back-to-back series in Australia, and this time around we are hoping they can make a hat-trick. So nothing can be bigger than this, winning 3 back-to-back series in Australia and booking a slot for the World Test Championship final for the Indian team.
Yes, more on Jasprit Bumrah. He became only the second bowler after Sydney Barnes in 1914 to have more than 150 wickets in tests at an average of less than 20. So how do you see Bumrah's performance?
Bumrah is one of the best bowlers in the world right now, and we know that he is the architect of this win after India were bundled out for 150 in the first innings, and he came back, and the way he bowled and just removed Australia and taking a lead of around 46 runs. It was only because of Bumrah. We know that he is a scientist, cricket scientist. He knows how to bowl in any condition. He is not a bowler only for the T20s, for the ODIs. He's a all format bowler, and we know that here too, where the Australian bowlers on the home condition they fluffed, but Jasprit Bumrah doesn't. And this is the unique thing with the Jasprit Bumrah. He know how to bowl in every conditions, and we know that he's a match-winning bowler for India. If Jasprit Bumrah is there, we know that anything is possible for this Indian team. And we know that he brought the confidence in the Indian team, and the first time we know that two captains, two pace bowlers are captaining both the sides, and Jasprit Bumrah is also captaining in the absence of Rohit Sharma. Exceptionally well, he captained his team, he used his resources at the best, and definitely Bumrah, we know that going to create history by winning a first test match at this Optus Stadium for India, and just boosting the morale of his team for the remaining matches of the series.
Right. Narayan, will Australia need massive performances from the middle order, that is from Steve Smith and Travis Head, to turn the tables, and is that even possible?
We know that Travis Head, the key batsman last time around when India were up against Australia in the finals of the WTC World Test Championship final, he was the architect of this win. And in the World Cup final too, Travis Head was the man who did the job for the Australia. But we know that when you have a big target like target more than a 500, and already you are 4 wickets down, and we have the world-class bowling attack in the form of Jasprit Bumrah, and Siraj is also doing well, and the way Harshit Rana and Nitish Kumar Reddy, we know that they also are capable of doing the damage to the Australian team. It's going to be difficult because we know that on day 3 the pitch was benign and they were looking like that's the batting pitch, but towards the end of the day 3 under the shadow we saw that there were uneven bounce in the pitch. And today, as the way Mohammad Siraj started taking the wicket of the Australian batsman Usman Khwaja, it will be difficult for them to be play to the potential. And already we know that the mindset of the Australian team, once you damage them through your performance, once you dismantle them, definitely it's very difficult for any Australian team to recover. And here we know that India has done exactly that job. And it may be possible in cricket, everything is possible. We know that cricket is the game of uncertainty, but here it's looking things very different, looking very impossible. And we can say that big task for the Australian team. It's like a mission impossible for them here.
Narayan, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for joining us from New Delhi.